Okay. Hi. Good morning.
Yeah, it's working this time.
Okay, it's working this time. We had a really good intro, but it's gone now, but that's okay.
Maybe someone said something they shouldn't have. The phone goes, no, we're done.
That's it. No more. Hi, I'm Deborah.
And I'm Lori, and we're with Tom Sewing Center in Surrey, British Columbia. And then we have our locations, Country Folk out in Chilliwack and Burnaby Masons. And guess what? Burnaby.
I don't think anybody could have confused us with Surrey in England.
Oh, I don't know. I could probably come up with a nice British accent.
I can't do accents. So, I mean, I like to think I can. I can't. Anyway, so here we are on a rainy day.
It's only, okay, so we do kind of pre-record just a little because we screw things up a lot. And so, yeah, it is rainy today, but tomorrow, Wednesday, when this, and then that.
It might still be raining?
No, it's actually, the rest of the week is supposed to be really nice. And then on the news, last night they were saying that towards the end of the week, like Friday, like it's supposed to be up like close to 20.
Ooh, that means so pretty soon we can put stuff outside.
Oh, we already put some stuff
I know
outside.
You have. I haven't.
Because
I can't get to the store.
Yeah, last Saturday, Ramon was out power washing the deck. Okay, he got half the deck done. I went out the back door, and it's still. I'm like, what are you doing? But the deck part of the deck he did must have been really bad because he was out there for quite a while. So either he made it look good that he was working hard the whole time, or only worked a little bit. But anyway, so there's still. Yeah. It was really
still
bad.
Needs some doing.
Really
Yeah.
So
okay.
we got that to do, and so we get more.
Okay. Mm-hmm. My little announcements have gone, squiggly on the page today. Not my fault. They gave them to me piecemeal. Never my fault. Okay. So, sales.
Okay. So, if you've been watching us, you've noticed that we have had a few shipments
of fabric
coming in.
Yeah.
And guess what? Friday, we have another 7 boxes coming.
So some of the fabric that's been here
for a
little bit.
And a little bit might be 3 weeks. No. So anyways, there's a big sale of fabric right now. So you can see some of the collections behind us. So it's collections. A lot of collections are on sale. Like some of our favorite ones. If you've seen on Saturday, okay, well, Ramon was out power washing. I was quilting, edge-to-edge quilting on my machine because, he was working hard. I had to work hard too.
Right.
So you may have gotten a little bit of a glimpse of that. So this is the collection. It's one of my favorites. And so if you guys don't buy it up, I have to buy more. But so there's lots of, like there's over 1,000 fabrics on sale. Isn't that what, Carrie?
I don't know. That I did not get. More than you're right. I even wrote it down.
So there is a lot of bolts, and then so it's 25% off unless you finish the bolt. Then it's an extra 10%.
Yep.
And just the way the system works is that the sale is added when you go to the cart. So now, I know you're going to go on the thing and see all of these things and wonder if it's on sale or it's not, and have to wait until the thing. There will be a tab at the top of the website. So if you go along the top, it says there's in the little thing. It says
it's a blue header. It'll be the blue header.
Like new arrivals and things. So one will sit there and say fabric sale. So if you click on that, it will take you to a part of the website that is set up that has all the fabric that's going to be on sale. So when you click on that and put it in your cart and go to checkout, it'll take the percentage off.
It's only going to show in the cart.
Yes.
Unless you're here in the store, and then you'll just see it on the bill.
Yeah. So it's.
And this will be on 2 weeks or until the supply is gone.
Yeah. In addition to that sale,
yes,
it is also, we have a lot of trade-ins machines that have come in.
Yes.
Okay, so this is one you're going to have to come into the store to do because every location has different trade-ins.
Right. Yeah.
And it's hard to put them on things. So trade-in prices are already really, really good.
Yeah.
But now you get an extra 20% off on those trade-ins because we have a lot of machines coming in too, and so we got to make room. So,
Oh, and the other thing about the sale fabric, you still get the 10% if you finish the text, if you finish the bolt.
I did say that.
You did?
I did.
Did she?
I did.
She did. That's me.
Okay, she's starting to sound like my family and not listen to me.
I wonder why that is. Okay. Okay, regarding the wait list for classes, it's not working on
It's
the
come to our
website.
attention that if you sign up for a wait list, something's not quite working. So
Yeah, we're not seeing it. Will allow you to do it, but we're not getting it. So for the time being, if there is a class that's reading full and you would like to add your name to the wait list so that we can, if somebody can't make it, we can put you in there, or if there's sufficient numbers, we can add another class, call the store. And we'll have to manually do it.
talk to Deborah. She has nothing to do all day.
She's going to pay for that.
She's going to hit me. But she's not going to do it on camera. She's not going to have leave evidence behind.
No.
Blood work.
Okay, classes. Surgery level 4, April the 8th.
And surgery level
5 on the 15th. There's still some space. So, and it will be months probably before it comes up again, but I already put a statement out there. The next surgery classes, I'm getting into them. So just letting everybody know.
That's what she says all the time. And then
if you want to miss it because I'm in it, or you want to be there because I'm in it, there you go.
Every time you say that, something comes up.
Well, I know something comes up, but this time I'm planning for it. As soon as I see them, putting my name on there, and nothing else can get in the way. Unless it does it, well, I'm away. And then somebody will pay for that. The precision piecing class.
I forgot to grab the samples for that.
The minute I saw this sample in the store, in the office.
While you yammer, I'm going to go grab them.
It just struck me because it is absolutely perfect. It is named really, really well. It is I could not take my eyes off it because it is just so perfect.
I think you're just sucking up to Anneve. Aren't they beautiful? They are.
It is absolutely stunning. The precision of these pieces, it is just absolutely phenomenal. Yes.
I'll be Vanna.
I walked by it and I had to go back. The first day it was in the office, it was like, oh my goodness, this is absolutely perfect.
So we got.
I'll have to tell you, I thought it was Carol's work. That's how perfect it is.
They are amazing, and so if it's a technique you'd love to learn, we've got class, and
there's a couple of spaces left in the afternoon class.
Yes, as of right at this moment.
Yes,
changes. So
exactly. Yeah, I can change
and if it's full, give Deborah a call, and she'll put the wait
gladly
list.
Handwrite you onto a wait list.
Okay.
Beginner quilt.
Yes, so that's coming up. We have room in the afternoon. We flashed you guys it on the wall last week.
Yes, we did. Yeah. And learn to use your sewing machine on April the 14th. This is a morning class. It starts at 10. Now, if you bought your machine here, you can't enroll. Well, I mean, you can, but don't. Call the store because it is, if you bought your machine from us, Burnaby Sewing and Mason, or Country Folk, the class to you is free. So call us and we enroll you in the class. If you purchase your machine somewhere else and you need some updating, you just need some help, you can enroll online.
All right. So I think
that's about it. There's any openings, like the rest are full.
Yeah, so there are some embroidery ones coming up,
but they are full.
Most of them are getting full.
Yeah.
So I'm just amazing. Is the quilting to embroidery filled? That one? I think
that one we've had to move, and we haven't been able to sort out the date because of the 3 people that were in it, given the option of the date, one could make one, the other could make the other, and the one couldn't make either one. So we have to.
All right, so we're going to be playing around with that one. All right. So.
Yes. Scheduling nightmares.
There you
So now you get to see who our special guest is and what she's going to present.
All right, so you're gonna pass the what is that? The microphone to her, because we just can't trust what you're gonna say without it. It's Anneve! It's our So she's with us, so she's gonna talk about some different stuff. So share with us what you're gonna do, and then we'll kind of go from there.
So what we're going to do today is, a lot of people say, how did you come up with the idea on your quilt to, add some special stitches in that? Or, you see a plain fabric that works really, really well, but it seems empty, like there's something missing. So what can you do with it? So this is that filling in or creating your own fabric the way you want it to. And as a result, basically, those 250 plus stitches that you have on your machine that you've never used because you're just doing the straight stitch because you're doing binding, let's use them. So a couple things to be aware of when we're doing that, and also I'll go into some other things that you can consider to sort of be a bit creative with your works and not just standard quilting, piecing, binding, all that kind of stuff. So it's going to walk you through some ideas, and you can apply these in many different ways. Thought I'd show you what the end result is and then show you how to do it.
Sounds like a plan. Okay, so where do you want me?
Okay, so to start, let's just show people what you can do with some of those fun stitches. So I got a pillow here, and this was not quilted, it was just pieced. And then what we did is we went over the seams with some decorative stitching. And in this case, I actually use a variegated thread just to sort of tie things together. When I pieced it and sort of was making the pillow, I was like, something else is needed. But because it was a pillow, I didn't want to put like buttons or anything on it. I still wanted to keep it flat. So it was a nice feel pillow type thing. So that's one idea there. In a couple of cases, I've had blocks where, you buy Kona. Kona's awesome. But it was just Kona. It's flat. There's nothing there. So during your quilting, you can have a bit of fun and use some of the stitches and then add those fun decorative ones in. You can do straight lines, but then you can go offshoot and do a bit of a diagonal. So this is a tone on tone, okay, of the thread on top of just a basic Kona, and obviously showing what you can do with it, okay? So I'll show you how to do that in a moment. Sometimes maybe it's not a complete blank, maybe it has, like in this case, clouds either side. But what I wanted to do here is I wanted to add some color to it, like a baby quilt, and I just want to give it some punch to it. So again, used all the lines and kept it really simple. I didn't want to overdo it, but I used the same stitch throughout it, but then I started playing with thread. And here's the fun thing with thread. I've already mentioned variegated. So variegated comes in a lot of different ones. Moderna has a whole set that you can get. Kids love neon, so you can have some really good fun with a quilt for kids and add some neon to it to give it some punch. And, some of them will be glow in the dark. You can get glow in the dark thread. And so that's fun for kids. The other thing you can play with is you can play with the weight of the thread. One thing that I always recommend right from the beginning, make sure you change your needle because you do want to be nice and fresh with it. Second part, before you take on any of these decorative stitches, make sure the foot you have will allow for it. So I brought my feet. I have a Skyline 6, love it. And just wanted to show you, these are just all the feet that I get with my machine. But the key thing is my regular for something like this, or the one on the pillow, I didn't actually use my walking foot, okay? So I had to make sure the groove is wide open. And the difference is with this is if I grab my One that I use quite often is my walking foot. The difference is you only see that's halfway. You will break a needle. And then you'll look at Tom and go, what do I do now? And he'll say, replace the needle. And don't do that.
I hope you didn't throw off your timing.
Right. So do be careful. The other trick to doing all the special stitches is have scraps available. So if you are actually going to quilt it, make a full sandwich and test it out. Okay. If you are just making a plain, want to make your own fabric, like I did with the pillow, so this is one level, keep in mind you're going to have to let it adjust, okay, for that, and make sure that it looks good on a scrap. So it's going to look the same as when you actually put it on your final product, okay?
You do a test, so I'll
Yeah.
do a test.
Oh, always test. It's like measure twice, cut once, same type of thing. So that's a couple of things just to note beforehand. So before I go to the machine, what I want to show in behind Lori is how to prep. I have this idea in my head, but now I need to take it to my fabric. So what I've done here is I literally have a piece of fabric, my batting, and then I have my top. And maybe what I want to do here is I just want to create some lines. So that's going to be my stitch line 1. And then literally I can actually, in most cases I find I go with a 1.5 or a 2 inch. I find 1 inch looks too close. So I can actually go along and do all my lines here, okay? There is one other trick I'll show you in a moment. You can actually make one line or use one edge and add on with your walking foot a tool like this. So what it will do is once I've made my one line is I can use this as my guide to making all my other lines. So then when that's stitched, then I would go down again, and that way I don't have to draw a whole bunch of lines because we don't like to do any more work than we have to. It's like pinning. Some of us don't pin. I don't know who that is. So,
Ironing is mine.
yeah, I know, we all have one thing. So what I have set up here in pressing, yes. So what I have here is I obviously did a couple of lines and then I was doing a test here. This is another sample where I just put 4 squares together and just wanted to see a look here. But what I wanted to do is show you with the guide what you can do to make your fabric. So the idea here is maybe that's the line I want to do right here. What I've done is if you look up above here, most of you that have plus how many stitches, you do want to make sure you have your mode, okay? And when you do that, yes, I have my walking foot in this case, because obviously I'm doing a sandwich. And then I put it to mode 2, and then I've selected by clicking the number of which one I want to do. Now, a couple things to note. Some of these will go backwards and forwards. So in your walking foot, this is why you always want to test it first. You do want to test it on a sandwich because it may not want to go in that other direction and may look a little squishy, okay, if you don't have it set up properly. You can obviously get into letters and that kind of stuff. But if you have an embroidery machine, hint, hint, those are easier on an embroidery machine. Just saying that out loud. So what I've picked is number 29, and this one does go forward and back. That's more of a loop-de-loop. I've actually used this on binding many, many times. I like the look of it, and I've just picked a darker pink color. And what I've done is I've set my machine to full. I'm not a fan of being slow. Tom and I are of the same go, meaning go fast or go home.
The machine's built to go 1,000 steps.
It is go for it type thing. So here we go. We're going to get this going. You'll notice that the one thing most people plant themselves when they're sewing. With this one, you'll find that I am just gently holding it, trying to keep my foot on line. Because if you hold it, you will change the stitch. And I've seen people do that. So this is sort of a gentle guide. Okay. I'll just let this one go. one of those fun things. If you like embroidering, you'll love this task because you just let it go along. So that's what it looks like. Okay. I always like to take a look, see what the other side is. I just put some old fabric on the back type thing. Okay. My stitches are pretty good. Now, with the Frixon pen, love using them because I can just use a quick iron and take that away, similar to all my lines, which is what I did here. I had lines and then obviously just ironing. Okay, makes it look all nice and clean like a piece of fabric. Okay, so I usually ask, is there any questions? But I'm sure we'll see those online. So you can have lots of fun with all of your stitches, play around with the variegated thread. This is just a simple thing that if you're feeling like you're in a creative moment that you can add to a quilt, you can add to a pillow or anything that you're working on. Even the hydrangeas that we'll make in a couple of weeks for any of those coming to do that course, you can always add fun stitches. But if you have a tone on tone particularly, this is where I really like to use it. It just is a fun little difference and it's unique. It's whatever you've created. No one else can repeat the same thing. Well, they can try, but they'll all be different.
Nice way of taking it to the next step.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also you can say you've used the 200 plus stitches.
All right,
We all have. I have a tendency to use the same. Like I use the decorative stitches, but I stick to
The ones that
I
you feel-
really, really like.
yeah.
So
all right.
expand.
We're gonna get the
Oh, you would like that back.
yeah.
They don't want to hear me anymore.
Well, it's not so much that; it's just you won't necessarily hear Deborah much with what she says. As we figured it out.
Did we?
Yes.
Okay. All right. We did.
It's quite fun. So it's taken us beyond our quilting background, and now we're becoming producers.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Artists.
Oh.
Creative artists.
Creative artists.
We are.
Did you hear that, people?
Ah.
That's what we're doing here now. So a step back, let us through.
There you go. All right. So I think that's about it.
I think so. That's it for today.
Come in, check out the trade-ins that we have if you're looking at updating your
Yep.
machine and not quite ready to go full on brand new update. Come check those
It's a
out.
great time to get yourself a trade-in.
And for those of us who don't produce fabric on our own and need to supplement, come on in. We've got lots. And we'll even give you the prescription at the end. I know some people refer to them as
it's a
receipts.
receipt,
We
but-
call them prescriptions.
Exactly.
You know.
We
different.
needed it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. Have
Been
a
fun.
great day. We'll
Bye.
talk to you later. Bye.